Well, that's a perfect lead in to the recent news that just over $28 million in grants was given out to about 204 different humanities projects across the country. A lot of them, just in my quick sort of scrolling through, seem to really focus on areas about identity and sort of clarifying identity, now and for future generations. Can you talk about a little bit about like any particular grants that you found to be particularly interesting or particularly telling about the kind of research people are doing now?
Yes, we're very excited about our recent grant announcements. And I think that a lot of the work that we've been moving forward and encouraging is taking a look at undertold stories, those narratives that we just haven't had as part of our national narrative. I always tell people we're such a great country and we have such great stories, but we don't always hear all of the different and diverse stories. So take, for example, under some humanities initiatives and under education grants, we are going to support curriculum at the University of Denver on youth leaders of the Chicano movement. We're also supporting Portland State University's higher education and prison programs, which is going to provide college level liberal arts courses to incarcerated students at a women's correctional facility. And I have to say, I'm very excited that Dene College is going to be offering a forum on Dene concepts of land and dwelling and having these larger community conversations. We're also supporting a grant through the Hawaii Community College focusing on the cultural and ecological history of the Palamanui Forest Preserve. A really great look at what's our relationship to the natural world, what does the natural world teach us, and how do we interpret that teaching in the cultural practices and the ways that we live. I'm really excited about many of these programs, but I think that in terms of really looking at the history and the books that are coming out of humanities funding, that's been really exciting. We will be funding a book on Highlander Folk School in Tennessee that trained civil rights leaders such as Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King Jr., John Lewis. We're also going to be looking at we are supporting a project on the Hollywood dance-ins of the 40s and 60s and how these uncredited dancers rehearsed stars' choreographies before films of the Golden Age came out. And we're looking at funding research on Black leisure and tourism in the Jim Crow era. And these are just a small number of the grants that we are focusing on, but really untold stories that we haven't had the opportunity to hear about.